Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Eastern Popgress. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Kaylie.
And this is the fourth time we filmed this. So hopefully this time it doesn't crash, please.
Yeah.
We're going to speed run now, though.
Okay. So, first news of the day is within music. And I've never been more disappointed in my life because apparently people don't care when other people are racist.
Right.
So, Tate McRae is confirmed to have a collab with Morgan Wallen on his new album.
Tomato, boo, boo, boo. Ew, crickets. Yeah, that one.
I have that one.
That one. No, you need to do that. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's that. I see here you've written Tate McRacist
Yeah.
in our notes. And I think
Yeah.
that's poetic genius.
Tate McRacist. I did steal that from somebody. I'm not gonna.
Oh.
I don't know who. It was on TikTok, but
Well, whoever you are, you're a genius.
yeah. So I deleted all her music off of my Spotify. Like, it's not that big a deal for me to do that, just because like she's not making like life-changing music. I just kind of liked how it sounded.
Yeah.
But she's not like Hosier to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not changing my whole life with it. So don't care. I'm deleting the music. Because what do you mean you're collabing with known racist and most definitely probably a Trump supporter?
I think that's
Most
I think yeah.
Who
How as
is-
far as you can get while saying alleged. This man is a Trump
Yeah,
supporter. But I'm sure he
yeah, so and probably a
Probably
homophobe
says
and
it.
transphobe and everything
you know
under
it.
the sun.
You know it.
And just like 2 weeks ago, Miss McCrasis was just saying that her favorite fans were the gay ones. Her whole team is gay. She loved. Oh, so but
If 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 + 2 is 4.
look, in their music, there's no explanation for it because their music doesn't even sound similar.
I'm looking right now because I had to do a little Google search of Tate McRae top songs, and I don't know a single one of these. I fear. I might if I heard it, but based on the title, like I don't know
Yeah.
any of these.
You have to go out of your way to listen to it, which I had a lot served to me on TikTok, which is how I found it. But like,
Then I'm sure I've heard something, but like still, girl, give it up.
yeah.
Tate
And
McRacist.
everyone in the comments would be like, you should have expected this from someone from Alberta in Canada. Y'all think I know? Hey.
Canadian geography.
Yeah, no. They're like, it's the Texas of Canada.
All right, and
Bruh.
I was supposed to
I
know that
didn't
because
know.
how? Also, why are we judging a book on its cover?
I
Why are
don't
we
know.
judging a book where it came from? We're from Kentucky, and we're not horrible racists.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was about to. I'm like, I don't think everyone from Texas is a racist
Thank
either.
you. And I bet there's
So-
some lovely people in Alberta. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just not her,
There's
apparently.
some lovely people
Apparently
in
not.
Texas, okay?
There are.
There's some awesome
okay.
people in Texas.
Aaron would know. Shout out. Shout out.
Yeehaw.
Shout out, Emily. Hey, Queen.
Yeah, so very pissed. Don't know why that decision was made. And some people are writing it off like it was her team that made the decision. That's stupid. There's no way she would have had a full on collab with somebody.
Exactly.
If she had anything like against collabing with him, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't. Like y'all act like she's like 12 years old with the music career and everybody's telling her what to do.
No,
Like
yeah,
that's
for real.
that's not how that works.
This woman is 21 years old. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's in it with all her music is on, like, TikTok. She knows what's up. Like, it's not
Yeah.
just like she's like oblivious. Like, oh, guys, I didn't know. Like, I'm so
Because
sorry.
I didn't know that this guy was
Evil.
evil, racist, awful.
Well,
So moving on.
if I
Yeah.
had any music by her, I would not. I would not be keeping it. But I didn't have any downloaded in the first place, so kind of dodged a bullet.
A read.
A read, if you will. Okay, so the next thing is, Aaron, if you would please pop up the picture right here. This is a lovely little slideshow I have made showing two, not similar, but there's a connection to be made. So we have P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, His trial was not postponed, so he like tried to get an appeal and get it like postponed or whatever, but the judge cut that out right now, and his trial is going to continue to be on May 5th. So she's coming up. She's coming up here in like 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for that. That will be interesting. And then on the other side of this PowerPoint, we have Her Royal Highness Katy Perry. So whereas Sean Diddy Combs, P. Diddy, if you will, is behind bars,
I like
actual
that you're
bars.
using all the names.
Of course.
His full name.
Sean P. Diddy Combs is behind regular bars. Katy Perry is behind the bars of the Kia Asylum. And if you don't know what that is, it's Flop Central. You go there when you flop. And she has been flopping, and she continues to flop. So Katy Perry went to space, and I forgot to talk about this last week. And I don't know how I could have forgotten to talk about this last week, because it has been occupying my mind since this news was announced. What do you mean?
All I've seen is people be like, that bitch went to space and she could have used her money for literally, I don't know, helping people.
Anything.
She said, let me float around in space for 20
Anything.
fucking minutes.
11 minutes. Not even 20. She was up there for 11 minutes, emitting more carbon than we ever will combined in our entire life for an 11-minute jump to space. And then her and everybody on board wants to act like, oh my God, this is revolutionary. People just got back from like a couple month stay in space.
Yeah, like they were stuck up there. People
Thank
get
you.
stuck up there.
That is impressive that you can like come through all that. Going to space for 11 minutes, you paid for a cruise. You're not charting new waters. Thank you.
The most expensive cruise known to man.
No, like for real. What are you talking about? Actually, what are you talking about? And then she brought that daisy up there and that picture of her. The daisy.
And it's giving blue-eyed people.
No, for real. Staring into my soul. Get down. You're in space for 11 minutes. You paid for this publicity stunt, and you're not even going to look outside. You're going to stare at the camera for like a full minute with this daisy just like smiling. Right. Thank you, Katie. Thank you so much, Katie. It's very let them eat cake, I think.
I think she's married to her Orlando Bloom.
She is.
And it kind of pisses me off. I love Orlando Bloom. Why would he marry me?
They're married? Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are married?
Yes.
Since when?
A while. Let me look it up.
They've been
so we
together
can
for a
be
while
factual.
at least.
I had no idea.
I think they might have a baby together. I can't
What?
remember.
Yep. This is they celebrated their 7th anniversary. Oh, sorry. 8 years. February 20 something. Engaged since 2019.
I am in awe. I had no idea. I mean, I love the song California Girls, and
I don't think they
Right.
were married then.
no, when did that come out? I love that song, and
I love the song California Girls. That one's great.
Oh,
I Kissed a Girl.
Oh, that's a good one. TGIF.
TGIF.
TGIF. Okay,
We're gonna get copyrighted.
that's a good one.
I will admit I used to be a Katy cat. That's what, if for those of you who are not aware, that's what her fans are called, Katy cats. And I used to be a Katy cat.
I would get Katy Perry and Carly Rae Jepsen confused.
I'd say that's fair in like 2012 or like 2013.
Yeah, I'm not saying new stuff.
Not currently, though, yeah. No, I think Carly, she's kind of
She
eating it
has-
up. She's kind of killing the game.
There's a song that came out a few years ago that I loved from her.
Yeah. What happened was
Yeah.
we reached the moon.
But that was like the only good part of the song.
I liked the song. I streamed that song, I will say. I loved it. But I was a Katy cat, and she's just been flopping so hard recently. Like, as a longtime fan, I just had to be like, no. I'm putting the iPhone down. I'm not listening to her music anymore. I'll listen to her old stuff, but the new stuff is just like so yeah.
I've watched the Dark Horse music video a million times.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I hate Dark Horse
Really? Why?
because the South Oro High School marching band did a show called about that, and they dressed up as horses,
Oh.
and they had
Oh
manes.
my god.
Yeah.
They had
Horse
manes.
girl. Horse girl.
They did have manes. No, I'm
That's
serious.
crazy.
They had neon blue and neon orange manes.
That's kind of me with
Why?
Uptown Funk. My school did in elementary
I like
school.
Uptown Funk.
My they did like a K prep.
Okay, Brad.
It was like a K prep
Hype
like
video?
preparation hype video, and they like changed the words of Uptown Funk to like, you can do this or whatever. I don't know what they did.
Dynasty video.
It was cringy.
We didn't do a video, but my grade in like 5th grade was obsessed with that song. There was one
We were obsessed with Uptown Funk.
Yeah, that's
that, and what's the other song that came out around that time?
But I vividly remember we were sitting in like the gym or something, and we all started singing the song.
Oh my god, the entire gym?
Yes, the whole 5th grade singing Uptown Funk.
In 6th grade,
oh my god,
we had a dance, like a talent show at the end of the year, and me and these guys just went up there and did improv dance to Uptown Funk and won.
That's great. I need to be a fly on the wall in that room to see you doing an interpretive dance to Uptown Funk.
Like we were trying to gang up on this guy, and then he defeated us. I don't know what we were doing.
He defeated you
in a dance battle. Yeah.
Oh my
he was
god.
OP. He
But he
dance
goes, and we all jumped off the stage at the end.
That's cute.
Wow.
I have the trophy at home.
That's crazy. I need you to bring that in. I need to see that in person.
The Wildcat Club dancing competition. We had like in 6th grade, we had the clubs that separated the groups.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the Wildcat Club, the Incredibles, and the Extreme Team. And so I was on the Wildcats.
Love.
Wildcat forever, even though they dropped the club thing the next year.
So are you
Did
a
they
UK fan?
Oh.
No, I mean,
Not wrong Wildcat.
I was more of a High School Musical fan
Yeah,
myself.
that's what I
Right,
was
yeah.
thinking.
But I do like UK. The Wildcat we didn't have a mascot. It's so they could separate the 6th grade.
Was
It's a
it split
animal.
by like
Okay, so
intelligence? Because that's what my middle school
Yeah.
did.
Ours
Ours
what we
did that
did.
too, yeah.
The 6th grade one
Which is kinda
wasn't
crazy.
the intelligence thing. It was so you could see which ones you be in for the next 2 years. So it was random.
Okay.
But we were North Laurel Middle School. We were Jaguars, and then they had the separate groups in the middle school.
That's kind of crazy.
And
Why
then they
are we
dropped it.
separating kids by like
Intelligence.
I don't know,
intelligence?
and it's not like it's a secret because everybody knows if you're
Exactly.
in the dumb group or not.
You're in the you're the smartest for the dumb group.
In 2nd grade, I was in the dumb group, and then I tested into the smart group, and ever since then, I was in the honors and smart group and
Dang.
stuff.
Look at you. I was gifted, and
Me and
that's
this
why.
other girl.
Yeah.
But
It was in GP.
yeah, GT,
GT, yeah.
GP,
GTA.
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 I was in GTA.
I thought you were gonna say GOP.
I was in those
like, oh,
streets. Right.
No, someone else is in the deal.
Anyway, moving on. Next we have song of the week.
My song of the week is from the Sinners movie.
Oh,
because I saw it this
boy.
weekend, and we will get to that.
I haven't
but
seen it yet.
It's so good. The song is "I Lied," and if you've seen the movie, you know it's so good. But it's on Spotify, and it's 8 minutes long, and you have to listen to all of it.
What's going on in the movie when this song is playing?
Cinema, absolute cinema.
see, that's
So
what,
sex?
No, that's
No.
Or what? Like, why
No.
would you describe it like that? What's going
No,
on?
like it's so.
I was talking to Nick Spear about it, and he said there's just one scene in there. It was absolute cinema.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me what happened.
We're talking exactly about the same.
He said
scene.
it involved this song too. He said
Yeah.
the music was phenomenal.
Yes. Yes.
I want to watch this movie.
If I get
They're-
there and they're doing something stupid.
No, they're not having sex during the scene or doing something stupid. It is like
Let's
the most creative way. It's the most creative way to approach the scene where they're making the kind of analogy that the music is kind of bringing like together past, present, and future. And they create that in such a beautiful way.
My brain is kind of hurting trying to process that, but I guess I'll have to wait and see.
I'm so excited for this movie.
I need to watch
so
it.
pumped for this
It's
need to
movie.
so good. Okay. I will talk more about it when we get to that.
Do you know anything about it?
No. I knew it was coming out, and I know it has what's his face in it.
Michael B. and
Jordan.
Michael A.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Michael B.
both the
and
Michaels.
I made that joke.
B
as
and
well.
A.
That was so funny.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sinners.
Sinners. Okay, my song of the week is Comme des Garçons by Rina Sawayama. If you don't know who Rina Sawayama is, you better listen to her. She is so good, and I'm a Rina Sawayama stan. I love that woman so much. And her music is so good. It's like hyper poppy. She has a song with Charlie XCX. And yeah, so give her
I-
a listen.
Can I have a song of the week?
Sure, what is it?
Birds of a Feather.
By
Birds of
Billie
a
Billie?
Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
We should stick
Together.
I was at the gym the other day and it came on. I was like, oh,
In
I'm
the gym?
loving this. Yeah.
Birds of a feather.
We can stick together and know. I loved it.
We're in the
What workout is
substance.
this?
We're in the substance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm next.
Ouch. All right.
Oh, okay. So, the season 7 of Black Mirror premiered last week, and I think the way I'm gonna do this is that I'm gonna watch as many episodes as I'm able to each week,
Mhm.
and then review them. I was only able to watch one, but the first episode of Black Mirror. If nobody cares, I'm gonna spoil it, but.
Spoiler alert.
The whole, like, point. I'm going to tell this to Andrew because he doesn't know, but, you know, Andrew doesn't know. So, the story starts, it's like a married couple. I have them on the little slides.
Mhm.
And she has, like, a tumor, and then she, like, goes into a coma,
Mhm.
and then she'll either have to stay in the coma and die like that, or they have a new technology where they can make a copy of that part of her brain where the tumor is, take the tumor out and put that little copy in there, and then she'll be able to work normally again. And then this couple isn't like super wealthy or anything, like they're paycheck to paycheck,
Yeah.
you know. So they scrounge up the money to do that,
Mhm.
and she gets to live and everything, awesome. And then this company that does the surgery and everything makes it to where you have to have a subscription,
Oh my
monthly-
god. Oh my god.
a monthly subscription for this woman to live, basically. Because if it doesn't work, girl passes out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so they start, you know, it's a lot of money, but they're making it work somehow. You know, this guy's
Yeah.
working like overtime at his construction job. He's doing a bunch.
Yeah.
And then this girl has to sleep a bunch and everything because like it's like something to do with, they explain it or something.
Yeah.
But like she's having to sleep a lot, but then she goes to work as a teacher. And something happens, and she basically gives an ad for like a Christian family therapist facility to a 5-year-old.
They're making her do
child.
ads?
Yes. They run ads through her and she doesn't remember that she says them. It's like she blanks out. And then an ad goes. There's literally a scene where her and her husband were trying to try for a child because that was part of the whole like story, is that they really wanted a child.
Yeah.
And like they had like a crib and everything. And in the middle of it, she like has an ad for lube, and he's like, what the fuck? Sorry. Yeah, so
I think that was 2.
Yeah,
She said
that was 2.
she said the B word earlier.
Oops. But yeah, so that happens, and they're like, how do we get it to not do that? They're like, oh, we actually have like a plus subscription that you can do to not have ads, and then you'll also be able to travel outside of the county. She can't travel outside of the county because the things don't reach that far or something, so she has to upgrade, spend even more money. This guy's worked himself to the bone, and Miss Girl's about to get fired from her job because she's running ads on children, and you know, they're struggling a lot. And then, so for her to just work normally, they have to pay a bunch more money. And then, dog really, like, she starts sleeping a lot more. Like, she's sleeping, like, 12, 16 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then she can barely work and do anything. So he starts getting on this app that's basically like Nerve, like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's like doing dares and stuff that people tell you for
Yeah.
money, and like he's like drinking his own piss or like sticking his tongue in a mousetrap and all this to get the money for her
Subscription?
her subscription.
Oh my
And
god.
then it was so super expensive, and then she still can barely function, and so he buys like the next tier up for like 12 hours or like 30 minutes to make her feel better because she's still like not doing great because they're using her brain to power the servers and everything. It was really crazy, and then both of them end up dying.
I feel like this like movie could, if you told me this was like a documentary that took place in like 2028, I would probably believe you.
Yeah.
Like that, like I feel like Black Mirror is so good with like doing things that it's like, yep, I could see that. Yep. I could absolutely see that as like a real thing, like people having to run ads.
Like
what
it's
the hell?
in the future, but it's not so far in the future that it's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
it's like wow, like I could see that to be actually happening.
Yep. I was like, oh my god, they're running ads through her. That's crazy.
That's insane. Yep. But who knows? Maybe that'll be real life. Hopefully
then, like,
not.
Keep taking advantage of this like really like poor like couple that he just wants her to live.
Mm-hmm. What else is no? I mean, like, isn't this exactly like what pharmaceutical companies just do that?
And insurance companies, man.
Yeah. Hey, it's $500 to have your life-saving medicine that costs us 2 cents to make. Right. Anyway.
Right. Okay. So
moving on to The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I watched both episodes yesterday so I could catch all up, and absolutely love returning to this story. I loved it when the first season came out, and absolutely love Pedro Pascal. He's looking mighty fine.
Mighty fine.
And I think they make him look older for this season.
Fine.
Mightier fine.
Yeah.
They make him look older for this season than like he does in real life. Mm-hmm. And I'm still like, oh, okay.
Okay, Pedro. Okay. I see you.
So I love him so much, but my thoughts on the first episode is there's like a kiss between Ellie and one of her friends there. Mm-hmm. They're like 19. There's like a 5-year jump.
Oh, okay.
And they go to this little New Year's party because they have this whole civilization kind of built where they're kind of safe. Right. And they have like I don't know, I'd say it's probably like a civilization that leads like 200 people or something.
I'm comparing it to, in my head, Walking Dead. Like, what was it, Alexandria? Where they got like a whole city going on behind walls.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I didn't watch that, but I'm guessing that's basically what it is. And they have a little kiss, and then this old ass geezer calls them the D slur and says, "This is a church."
You've got zombies right there, and you're right outside these walls, and you're worried about.
I know.
Women. This
is
smooching?
Not the time to be homophobic.
Why are you worried about the lesbians? You've got zombie fungus right there. It's gonna eat you.
Like what? And then Pedro gets wind of it and throws Mr. Man to the ground.
Hey, throw him to the fungus.
Let's go, lesbians.
Let's go, lesbians.
That's Pedro.
Let's go.
That's Pedro. And then Ellie gets mad at him because she's like, You don't have to do everything for me. I can do it all myself, because she's a teenager, I guess.
Girl, you're 19.
She's 19.
You are 19 and the world has ended. What do you mean?
Yeah, the world ended when she was 15, so I guess she was a little stunted. Because I was acting that way when I was 16.
I would be too.
I would also
I would be
too. And then the last night's episode, guys. Now, I knew this was going to happen because everybody spoiled it to me.
Oh,
everybody spoiled it to me.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing that happens in the games. Do you care?
No, you can say.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, you can say.
I had to watch my favorite old man get beat to death yesterday.
No.
Bad. They shot him in the knee, and then they and then she beat him with a golf club and beat him up with her bare hands until he looked like a freaking grape, and then stabbed him in the neck in front of Ellie. This would not be the first time.
There is a scene that sounds like exactly like that in a season of The Walking Dead, where they this character everybody loves, Glenn. I looked it up to make sure his name's right, and they beat him. Like, it's like the end of the season, and they just beat him dead. Boom. It's like, what? Shock and awe. Shock and awe.
I knew he was gonna die this season because everybody was saying it. Everyone said he's gonna die, but I didn't know it was gonna be in the second episode.
Dang.
And
I need to play the games, I think,
I really
before I
want
watch the
to.
movie. Because I really, I love a video game. I love a video game.
which I think there's some differences, but I think you get a little bit more of certain parts of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you get more from Abby's point of view, which is the new character.
Okay.
And
In the game or the movie?
in the show,
Okay.
which
Or the show, yeah.
yeah, she's the one that kills him in both the video game and the show,
Ooh.
and she kills him because he killed her dad. And he was a doctor, and she thinks he's all innocent, wasn't doing anything, and he was unarmed and all this. But there's a reason that he killed her. Well, killed her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he was one of the doctors that was going to try and get the immunity thing from Ellie, because she's immune to the bites of the zombie or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So they were going to try and do that, but if they did that, then she would die.
Oh.
So he shot the doctor.
Yeah. Dang.
But she doesn't think that he was, like, in the
Justified.
right at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why she beat the shit out of him and then killed him in front of
That's
Ellie.
insane. That's, like, so crazy. I know that, like, but also, okay, part of me is kind of happy when a show does that, like, kills off a main character. Because it, like, this is the end of the world, apocalyptic, like, zombie, alien,
you can't
fungus,
be
like, kind of
afraid
a
to kill
thing.
him.
They're gonna die. Like, people are gonna die. So if you have your cast of, like, main characters the whole time, it's like, it starts to get not realistic, you know?
Yeah.
Like, somebody's gotta die. Which is, like,
It's-
annoying and it's awful, but...
Yeah. It kind of just sucks that was the way he died, though. Like, he didn't die from a freaking zombie.
Exactly.
He died from
A person?
This girl beating him to death.
How old is the girl?
She is 24. Yes. She's 24 because she was 19 when
Girl.
her dad was killed. Which is exactly how old Ellie is when she gets to watch Joel get killed.
Perfect. So we're just doing cyclical. We're doing cycle of trauma.
Yeah. And then I asked somebody today, John Bingham, if I'm supposed to like Abby or not. And he said, meh. Which I haven't played the games or anything, so I don't have much of her perspective. Like, obviously, I get that. Obviously, her dad was killed. That's really traumatic. But it's crazy to go to, I'm going to give him a slow death on purpose.
Yeah.
Even, like, when her dad didn't have a slow death. Like, he was just shot in the head. He was gone.
Like, in general, a slow death is awful.
Yes,
like,
they tortured
reserved
him.
for like the most heinous of things. I would be like, yeah, that was probably justified.
But
The most
for
heinous of people.
Joel, no.
No.
And right in front of his kid. Are you for real? It makes you even worse than he was. Because, hey,
Who's the
was
writer?
your dad killed in front of you? No.
No.
You weren't in a room. Whatever. But, you know, I'm not a stranger to seeing Pedro Pascal killed in the worst ways possible. Because apparently in every single thing he's in, he gets killed brutally. So,
Right.
I don't know if y'all saw
Is that
Gladiator
like what
2?
he signs in his contract?
I have to die horribly.
You know how, like, The Rock has a thing in his that's like, I have to always win my fights.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
He doesn't die in everything.
I know he doesn't. I was making it was
I can
was a
only name
joke.
3 things he dies in: Gladiator, Game of Thrones, and now this.
Right.
right, Aaron. So I don't know if you've ever heard of a joke.
Yes, and we
What?
were yes anding. We weren't being for real.
Oh, my bad, dog.
I wasn't like
okay.
he dies in literally everything.
It was just a jerk.
It was just a joke. It wasn't serious.
But I love the like top of the head, like, well, I've watched all these movies. Boom.
He
Yeah.
doesn't die in Mandalorian.
You're just so knowledgeable like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is that still
all
going?
I haven't seen it.
Are they doing more seasons of that, or is that story done?
They're ending the storyline with the movie.
Okay.
It's like ending all this big. It's called the Mandoverse stuff.
Is he gonna be in it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They
See,
just
there's
had-
still time.
they
There's
just
still
had-
time for
They
him to
just had
die.
Star Wars Celebration, so
Yeah.
they had all that.
I was just referring to the Game of Thrones and Gladiator because in Gladiator they shoot him with arrows 50 times.
Dang.
He's dead. I think he's dead.
I
and
can't
then
think of any.
in Game of Thrones he gets his eye like
Wonder Woman 84. He doesn't die.
84.
I didn't even know he was in that
There's
until today.
83 others?
What happened to the
No,
other
it's in
83?
1984.
Oh. Like,
It's just the slogan was WW84.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't die in that. That was not a good movie.
I didn't see
No
it,
good.
but
I will
it's
watch.
also
It came
Is
out-
Gal Gadot in it?
Yeah.
God.
It come out in March during COVID, so they just released it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So nobody watched that.
It was not good.
If Gal
Okay.
Gadot's in there, I can imagine.
The first Wonder Woman's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I can barely remember, but I remember Chris Pine's in that, and I
Yeah.
don't know anything else he's in. So
I guess
Star
I have to
Trek.
watch.
Across the Spider-Verse.
okay, well he's not physically in that. He's just voicing a character.
I know him from the Star Trek movies.
It's time for Drag Race.
It's time for Drag Race. It's time for gayness, right? So we're
Yeah.
moving to the gays. So that means that Aaron, even though you have a lesbian girlfriend, you can't join the combo. I'm sorry.
In the notes, I was gonna put Drag Race 3155 for the time, but I just put gay 3155.
Gay. It's time for gay. It's time for gay. Okay. So, I might have Aaron throw a little thingy up here. So we had the Drag Race finale. So the way it worked, every single one of the top 4 got to do a their own number. So like they had a hand in writing the songs. They recorded it with their own vocals, and then they performed. And each of them got to perform, and then after the performance, there was a little like interview kind of thing with RuPaul and final like critiques from the judges. And so, first up was Lexi. No, that's a lie. I just lied. First up was Jewel Sparkles, who's pictured here on the right.
I wish
right
she
here.
had tights that match her skin.
Thank you.
Those
I
are awful.
am gonna be so honest when I say I think Jules had the worst number, and I think I hate it so much because it sounds like something the Wiggles would make, or
Hey,
like
now
the
don't
Doodle
dog
Bops,
on the Wiggles. I saw
or
them
the
4
Doodle
times
Bops.
when I was a kid.
There's nothing bad with that, but this is Drag Race, not a children's TV
This
show.
isn't Wiggles.
I
This
was
is
in
not the
front of my
Wiggles.
church when I was a kid, and I said, "My name's Jeff Wiggle."
Jeff Wiggle.
I saw the Wiggles 4 times.
Hello, I'm Jeff
I
Wiggle.
think if you watch
Hello,
this, I think
I'm
even
Jack
you'd think
Wiggle.
it's an affront to the Wiggles.
Is it RuPaul?
I've
I've
it's
seen
not
a
RuPaul
lot of
performing.
RuPaul.
It's not RuPaul performing. It's one of the contestants performing on his
is it
show.
his show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that.
Basically, the lyrics are she is singing like I think the exact lyric is I put the dumb and the ding and ding-a-ling. I put the ding and ding-a-ling that's like the whole thing, and it goes like da 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 da. Like it's very very children's song and
Oh.
kind of. And then also I thought her interview wasn't like the best, but whatever. We'll get there. We'll get to the finale. Hold on. So then we have Lexi Love, who comes out. She's over here, looking gorgeous, and her song is about. So okay, she is. I think she's like 30. She's in her like mid 30s or something like that. She's really not old at all, and her storyline the entire time is that she's old and she's geriatric.
Oh,
Because she's the oldest person there. Hey, she's in her 30s. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I
So
think someone needs to say hello to Miss Trixie and Gotcha.
thank you. Like, there's so many. Rue's there. Like, if she's old,
Rue is
RuPaul is like
ancient.
Rosetta Stone of drag. Like, what are you talking about? So she does like her song is about her being old. She's like, you can call me whatever, but don't call me old. And then it's like it's like a C word little bop.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And she comes out and she's like floating at first down like the stage. And it's like, oh, how's she doing that? How's her feet aren't moving? Boom, tear away from the dress. She's in roller skates.
Oh my God.
She's doing flips and dips and then like roller skating around the whole stage, like doing a whole crazy thing. Then they like lift her up in the air and all this crazy stuff. And then she gets her interview and it's really good. She's talking about like her past self, like they put like a baby picture of them. And they're like, now what would you say to like this younger version of yourself? And it was really, really sentimental because she's trans.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really, really sentimental, and really cute and really good. And then we have
Wait.
What?
M to F or F to M?
M to F.
Okay.
Yes. There's only been, I think, one F to M transgender person on Drag Race.
Because I didn't know. I don't think I've ever seen any women on Drag Race, so I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think there's any biological women on Drag Race yet.
Oh, okay.
I think we've only had transgender women on Drag Race. But there has been one straight contestant, a straight man.
Oh, I feel like I remember that.
Yeah. Actually,
Okay.
I kind of love, if you guys, hey, sorry to like plug another podcast on here, but his podcast that he is called, it's called like Give It To You Straight or something like that. Or talk, yeah, something like that. I can't remember now, but it's really good. So yeah. Anyway, the other top 4, so we had Sam Starr, who also did like a bop. It was a very C word. Her song was good, and she like had this like red dress on, and then halfway through the number, they like took it off, and then her dress became a red carpet that she walked on.
Oh.
And they were like lifting her up, and it was so good. And then her interview was also very good. She's like a pageant girl, so she's like very good with like interviews and stuff like that. And then Anya's the final contestant, Anya, had hers, and I thought it was pretty good. She has a really good stage presence, and I thought her song was like funky and like good. I really liked it. And she's a really good singer. Like she's got vocals. So I really liked hers too. So out of all of the top 4, the people who I thought that were moving on to the top 2 were Anya Nerve and Lexi Love. And if not Lexi Love, then Sam Starr. But I thought definitely not Jules, because she also has the worst track record, and I thought she had the worst song.
Yeah.
So then we get to the reveal, and they're all walking out in their like, you know, cool looks or whatever. And it's revealed that it's Anya Nerve, which we knew because Anya Nerve has 4 challenge wins. So she's going to be in the top regardless of how she does in this episode. She's she's set. She's very good. She earned her place. And then they announced the other person is Jewel Sparkles. And I was like, what? What's going on? What's going on? And I think the only reason they did that is because she has the most likes on Instagram. Her post of like Team Jewel Sparkles has the most likes. Because I liked Jules during the season, but it just didn't make sense to me. Why would she be in the top 2? Like,
because her song sucked.
Her song wasn't good. Like, it wasn't that good. And like her performance didn't match up to the other ones. And in my opinion, I think, so after they announced that it was Jules and Anya, the other 2, Sam and Lexi, walked off stage. And they were like doing all of their reveals. Like as they walked off, they were like, well, I was ready to, you know, if I had a lip sync, I was ready to do this. And Lexi's was like crazy. She was in this like black veil. The lip sync song was Abracadabra. So very good song. Good choice. But she was in this like black veil. She took that off. She had like a black bang, and then she took that off. And then she had these wings, these like tulle wings that sprouted out. Like she would have won, I think. And I think production knows, like they saw her putting everything on. So in my opinion, the only reason that Jules is up there is because they wanted Anya to win, because she did so well in like the season. And they were like, well,
we can't put her up
against Lexi because Lexi might win. You know, they didn't want another like thing like that happened last year. Did you ever see the Boba reveal? In the finale last year, Nymphia Wind, who I love Nymphia Wind. I was rooting for her the whole time. But she had like a reveal because she's from Taiwan and Boba's from Taiwan. And she had a reveal where she like opened up her gown and there was like black boba, like they were like balloons, but like her gown was like boba. And then she opened it up and it was like the boba balls floating. Anyway, they didn't want another moment like that where it's like, oh, she has to win, you know, no matter how good the other girl did. That's what I think. But also, I mean, Anya Nerve deserved her win. Anya won. So Congratulations, Anya Nerve. She beat Jules Sparkles. But honestly, I think Jules kind of did a better lip sync. Because Anya didn't have any reveals, which is not necessary. I think, like, especially during a regular, like, season, a regular episode, you don't need a reveal to win the lip sync. You just have to embody the song.
Yeah, but for finale...
But for the finale, you have so much time to prep, and you're not going to think of a little something.
And, like, everyone else is pulling out the stops, and you decide not to.
And you decide to get up there in, like, a red suit. She walked out, and I was like, oh, okay. Because it was just like, this is the finale. Give us something, you know?
Yeah.
And then no reveals, and it felt like she had the same, like, 3 or 4 dance moves that she kept doing the entire time. And then Jules was kind of, like, driving around, giving us, like, you know, Gaga, like, possessed, and had a bunch of, like, reveals and a good look, I thought. But I understand why they gave it to Anya, but it's just, this finale is really, it was a letdown, honestly. It was just kind of like, okay, yeah. Congratulations to Anya, though, but, like, still... I wish it was like a cooler, grander, like, whoa, kind of crazy thing like it was last year.
Yeah.
And this time it was just like, yeah, she won. All right. So, yeah, congratulations to Anya Nerf. That's it. That's Drag Race.
Yes. When do the seasons start again?
So there's one season a year, like main season of like US season.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's ended, but there is an All Stars that's airing this summer.
Oh, okay.
And that one is going to be very good. There's some stinkers on the cast, I will say.
Some stinkers.
But, yeah, I said, Betty, what are you doing here? Go away. And then, like, Georges and Ginger Minge. Ginger Minge has been on Drag Race 4 times. She's gone on All Stars, I think, like, 2 or 3 times. Why are you here? Why are you here? Go away. Go away. Anyway, there's 18 people, which is a lot.
Yeah,
so
that is a lot.
That is to be this summer. So.
Okay. Now to what we've all been waiting for.
Hey.
Sinners. I went and saw this on Saturday, so fresh in my mind, which it only came out Friday, so.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, no spoilers, because I'm going to see.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, I'll talk about it in a way that's not spoilage. Okay. So, I went into it only knowing... Like, I hadn't seen any of the actual trailers. I had almost saw an edit, and then I scrolled past it because I was like, that looks good. I want to watch it. I don't want to watch the edit until I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with my sister to go watch it, and there was a good amount of people in the theater, you know. I was like, okay. And I pitched it to my sister as, let's go see the Michael B. Jordan vampire movie. Some reason she didn't know who Michael B. Jordan was. I don't know why. Okay. Thought we all knew who Michael B. Jordan was.
Thought we all knew who that was. Apparently not. I don't. Clearly.
But he plays twins in this. They do a parent switch.
Swap. That birth.
That Lindsay Lohan movie.
Yes, I love it. Parent Trap. Parent Trap. Yep, Parent Trap.
Yes. So he plays both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into it thinking that they were vampires at the beginning.
Wait.
They're not.
Does that mean that he can win Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor?
No, because they're both main characters.
That would be kind of really cool,
So maybe
though.
he can win 2 actors?
I wonder if they would
nominated
pick.
Twice.
I wonder if they would pick.
That's kind of cool.
They would probably pick one that he would be nominated for.
Well, that's happened before. Someone's been nominated for 2 movies in the same year. But one movie?
But
one
twice?
movie,
One
2
movie,
nominations is crazy.
They would probably have to pick which one he would go for.
Yeah, I feel like one movie they can't do 2
They're called
nominations.
Smoke and Stack. So stack or smoke.
Smoke and Stack.
Which one is he
That's
going to
kind
get
of
nominated for?
stupid.
I would say he would probably be nominated for Smoke.
Not Stack?
Nope.
Screw Stack then. Fuck his drag.
Their real names are not Smoke and Stack, but that's what they go by. And they're color coded so you don't mix them up. Because I would have if I didn't
No, the colors.
have that because they look exactly the same.
So which one's Smoke and which one's Stack?
Smoke is the one in the blue, and then Stack is the one with the hat on, and he's red.
Stack looks evil.
Yes, in this poster he does.
Is it like a good twin, bad cop scenario, or
not really?
They're just both kind of vibes.
Yeah, and I can't say much more or I would
Okay. Right.
spoil something.
No
You can say it's
spoilers.
starring Haley Steinfeld.
I don't know. I think she was fine in this. I don't think she was bad.
Mm.
That's all I think I've got to say. People were like, why are they trying to convince us that she's black? That's not the point. She's not supposed to be black in the movie.
Right.
She's like 1/16 black in the movie, and she's 1/16 black in real life.
Okay.
I
So,
just like Haley
It's
Steinfeld.
real life.
yeah.
Yeah. Love.
Yeah. So, I really liked it. The music is really good. If you want to be inspired about films and actually having original IP, then
Yeah.
go see this movie.
Love it.
It is absolutely so good. A fresh take on vampires that still incorporates like the actual lore
I
of vampires.
I love vampires.
They eat down, and it's not like cheesy either,
Yeah.
which is hard to do if you're dealing with mythological monsters. Sometimes it can
Yeah.
get cheesy. This is not at all.
Not Twilight.
Not Twilight at all. And there's so many layers to how black people are treated in this movie, like alluding to aspects of how they were treated in real life
Yeah.
by certain communities and stuff.
What's the time period?
30s, 1930.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's spooky.
I'm pretty sure that's when it is. It's around then, but Jim Crow South.
Yeah.
They're in Mississippi, so it's just so good, and the music is so good. The score, like everything about this movie, absolutely eats down.
1932.
Yes,
Yerp. I can't wait to watch it.
I just love it so much, and that's why I've been listening to the song so much, and yes, I love it so much. We might have another discussion sometime after Andrew watches it, so
Yes.
we can fully discuss.
We
in
might
depth.
we might have a combination with movie night. That could be a lovely little podcast idea.
Say what now?
We could have a collaboration with movie night about Sinners.
I'm in. We have a
Of
schedule for the
cour-
next 2 episodes, but
Oh, well, stay tuned.
if you want to do
It'll be a few
Jumanji and then
weeks.
Revenge of the Sith,
I love Jumanji
because we're doing Jack Black month.
it's the
The
old one,
original,
right?
no,
Or the
Jack
new
Black's
one?
not
The
in
new
the
one.
original.
Oh, I mean they're both good.
That's
the
fine.
first one. The second one's not good. The
Okay.
second of the new ones.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
I've seen it.
And I don't think I want to.
I don't think I saw the first one.
I did
although-
see that. I lied. I did see that.
We did talk about doing a collab for our last episode where it's our trivia, where it's our final episode, but talking about all the movies we've talked about, and
Trivia, that's fun. That's fun. I like trivia.
because we have trivia every episode, so
Oh,
Love it.
that's a cute bit.
we'll have like a scoreboard, and then it'll be
Yeah.
like I can host, and you two and John
Wow.
collab last episode of the year.
Yes.
And, it'll
Collab.
and we'll do pop culture with you.
Yay. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
Okay, my next movie that I watched is Companion. I finally watched it because it went for free on Max. So, yeah, and it's got Sophie Thatcher in it. Love her. She's in Yellow Jackets.
That's Queen.
Yes, she looks very beautiful in this
She
movie.
does. Except that is a wig.
Yes, it is a wig.
That is a wig.
It's wig.
That is a wig. Anyway,
It is wig.
she
but-
looks gorgeous, but that's a obvious wig. Hard
Yeah.
front.
Yeah,
Bang.
yeah.
Anyway.
So the point of this movie is that she's a robot girlfriend, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and then she finds out that she's a robot.
That's kind of scary.
She finds out that she's a robot and that her boyfriend like programmed her to kill somebody just to see if they could do it.
Oh my god. The
And
only
then they
thing
wanted to take his money.
the only thing I can think of to compare is Ninjago season 1
Ninjago?
where Zane finds out he's a robot.
Oh my gosh, it's so sad.
It's just like imagine you find like actually imagine you find out like hey, you're a robot.
After living for 20 years,
What? Like what? That would be freaky.
not knowing
That's
anything
insane.
about your family,
Yeah.
and you just be like, oh, you're a robot, a ninjroid.
Yeah, that's
Or
kinda
you're
what she goes
someone
through.
about to like trained to kill somebody.
Like, she's not even supposed to do that. Like, she's supposed to be like a sex robot.
Sex doll, which is crazy.
Which is nuts.
Nuts, insane, spooky bonkers.
Now, I will say I wish I went into this not knowing that she was a robot before.
Okay.
Because
see, I didn't know beforehand.
I would have, because I don't know why I already knew that, but I already knew that.
It's like I think maybe like a Megan scenario.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was about a robot.
I would have loved to figure out she was a robot along with her. Because
yes, yeah.
Like, it doesn't tell you in the movie until a certain point,
Mm-hmm.
and you can piece it together. But I just already knew before I watched it, so that kind of sucked for me. But I would have loved to find out with her. But she's kind of going through those motions when she figures out she is a robot, because she's like, oh, I have these memories of college and all this other stuff, and they're like, they're implanted, like they're not real memories. And she has memories of meeting this guy that aren't real either, that they implant. They like select how they're meet cute from a drop down menu, and they implant it in the robot.
That's insane.
And she's like, but I feel things, like
this
I
could be a Black
real.
Mirror episode, and I'm
there is
sure there probably is.
There is some aspects that are very similar to some Black Mirror episodes, and Ex Machina.
Yeah.
The movie, if you guys see that. But I really liked this, and it wasn't super long or anything. It wasn't longer than it needed to be. I really liked it. Trying to gather some thoughts. But there are aspects like there's a girl in it, and she's like, she was talking to the robot girl, and she was like, I don't know, you like, because she kind of acts cold to her, towards her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, why don't you like me? Like all this, because she like acts really nice towards them and everything. And she's like, I don't know, you just make me feel replaceable. But this is before the robot knows she's a robot. But this real girl, obviously, I wouldn't feel good about these robots being made either.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then there's like a bunch of murder and stuff at the end, but our girl gets away. She gets away from these people. She did kill that one guy because she was programmed to do so.
Unfortunately.
Just because they wanted to take his money. But
now she's a moral robot though. She would never.
Yeah. Well, the guy like feels her up, but the guy's girlfriend, which this guy also has a wife, the guy's girlfriend is like, oh, like tells him to, so that she'll kill him.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. Which he's a scumbag anyways, but still. But still, they like upped her aggression and like jailbroke her basically. So that she would kill somebody so that they could get away with the money without having to face the consequences.
That's also scary. Like, somebody could just hack your brain if you're a robot.
Like, you're not in charge of yourself. But at the end, she gets one of the people that work at the place that she's from to, like, fix it so nobody can control her anymore.
Yay! Turn up. Good for... What's her name? What's the queen?
Iris. Her name is Iris.
Iris. Good for Iris. We're happy for Iris.
Okay. Oh, okay, on to socials.
Social media.
Oh. I'm gonna have Aaron insert this video of Ross Lynch singing at UK. It just makes me even more mad because he's playing acoustic guitar and singing a cover of something. I forgot what the song is, but it's really good.
I forgot what it was too.
I
saw this TikTok. Hold on.
It's like a sexual song.
I don't know. It's not on YouTube.
It's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok.
But what I also saw on TikTok.
Here, I'll look it up. You keep it walking.
Also on TikTok, the Warfare cast had like an interview thing that went kind of viral.
Oh, Pony.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Riding my pony. It's like Ross Lynch.
Okay.
You couldn't have come here. Like, can you come here for free?
Please. We're poor.
We're poor. We can only pay for Andy Grammer.
We can only pay for Andy
Out of
Grammer.
the
We don't
goodness
have
of your
any
heart.
money left for you.
I'm sorry, but can you please come?
Okay, about the
Please.
Warfare cast.
Okay, yeah.
The interviews with the cast makes me actually want to watch this movie, and I'm someone who hates war movies.
I don't like him either.
But
This cast is crazy.
Kit Connor.
I love Kit
Oh my god.
I love Kit Connor.
And there's so many
I like
others
Kit Connor.
that I also know in here, like the guy with the pointy eyebrows.
Oh
I
my
don't know
god,
his
yes.
name.
I forgot his name too, but he's in everything.
And
And I
then
just know I know who you're talking
And
about.
then Chrissy, wake up. He's in it.
He's a beetle. He's going to be a beetle.
Yeah, he's
He's
a
also
beetle.
in
And
Fantastic
yeah, he's in
Four.
Fantastic Four too.
He's in the Gladiator
Like,
too.
what are we doing?
Yeah, he is.
Joseph
I'm sick
Quinn.
and tired. I'm sick and tired.
There's so many good people in this, and there's a guy from Riverdale in this.
I don't think it's the actor. I think it's people made that edit to make him look bad. For
yeah.
Chris, I just hate Chrissy Wake Up. I don't hate
I
the
know.
character.
I'm
of that.
kind of, I think it's just that I'm over the Stranger
Yeah,
Things of it
That
all.
was crazy.
I'm not ashamed.
But
I usually
I'm glad that
obsessed with
he's
it, now I'm
moving
not.
away
Same.
from it.
Yeah.
But the interviews, like, they're being so slay. They're being so slay. And I love them.
Yay.
I loved him. So that was what I had to talk about. And then also news.
Guys,
The Pope died.
Pope's dead.
And it's because of JD Vance.
It's either because of JD
Allegedly.
Vance or I think it's because
Wait.
Drag Race.
Guys, I just saw something. I was waiting for you guys to get to the Pope. Conclave is going to be on Amazon Prime starting today.
I gotta give her a watch. I gotta give Conclave a watch.
I
think.
hope
No, for
Mr.
real.
Pope
Like
got
Amazon
to
Prime
see-
posted that, and they said Conclave will be posted on Amazon Prime Video today.
Wait, it wasn't scheduled to be?
No, it was scheduled to come
Okay.
out, and then
I thought they just did that.
no,
If he
no,
didn't
it was.
see it in
I
theaters.
just think it's funny. It was today.
You
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, I bet he did. I
He
bet he
had
did.
to. He had to.
I bet he did. I think personally, I think it was the RuPaul's Drag Race finale that killed him because all of that like gay energy, but then also they were lip syncing to Gaga, and you know she's got like evil like witch magic. Then she's the devil, so you know. I think if 1 + 1 is 2, then RuPaul's Drag Race. So that means RuPaul killed Pope Francis. I can't
And JD
wait.
Vance.
And JD Vance killed. Yeah, I think they
Allegedly.
worked together. It
Yeah.
was a plot.
Which I saw something was like on Fox News. They were like, the reason like his death, like the reason for his death was revealed. I was like, guys, this is like that scene at Dairy Girls. They're like, struck down in her prime. She was 90
In their
fucking
prime.
8.
We knew it was coming. Also,
Like-
a few weeks ago, wasn't he in the hospital in critical condition?
I don't know. I do not keep up with Pope Francis.
Oh, well, he was in the hospital a few weeks ago in critical condition, and I was like, all right, time to face the music. All those little boys you've been touching, I'm sure. Freaky Pope stuff.
Okay, Spotlight.
Freaky Pope stuff happening. Freaky Pope stuff.
I wonder who's replacing him.
I can't wait for there to be a like weeks long footage of the chimney for a long time, because that's how they choose the next pope. They're like they're in a meeting. All the other cardinals, the red
I
guys.
saw the Cardinals go into that room.
Yes, they go into the room
And
and
they do freaky
they do freaky stuff, and they vote, and they burn they write ballots, and they burn it, and so they record the chimney, and so when the smoke burns white, then they've chosen a pope.
Wow, that's fancy. I actually didn't know that part.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that Sinners is freaky for some reason. That movie, anytime they mention sex, they are talking about eating it.
Yeah. I heard that it was freaky, and then you were like, absolute cinema. So I was like,
That one's
oh.
a different part. You just have to overlook that part, okay? It's only like 3 times, and all 3 times they talk about sex, it is freaky.
Freaky deaky. Well, I can't
Not
wait.
like that's. I'm not shaming that. I was just saying it was weird that
No,
it
it's
happened
fine.
3 times in a movie that all the times you're talking about sex, every single time they mention eating it specifically.
Well, they're vampires. You know.
Not yet. Not
Oh.
when they're talking. When they're vampires, they are not. Well, I'm gonna shut my mouth. Most of the time, they are not vampires.
Okay.
So, yeah, the Pope died. That's
It's freaky.
awful.
Anyway, the Pope's dead. So, sorry about that one. Sorry about that one, Francis. We'll see you later. Maybe not. All right. So, I guess that's everything I wanted to talk about. Is that the same with you?
Yep, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you made it this far. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're drooling, baby. Perfect.